before we get into all the good stuff in the US and beyond, I've got to finish off Central America. From San Juan del Sur, which you might remember is the big party town, I kept heading south over the border to Costa Rica, and that week heading to San Jose, the capital, was just brutal. It was, for some days it was so windy I could barely ride. I got blown off the road multiple times. One time I crashed pretty bad, and the other times it was either no wind at all and climbing these mega hills just for, oh man, it was almost days on end that it was just, with my backpack on my back, it was just so hot. I was hating, I mean, those were some of the hardest bike days I've ever had. I was just so keen to just like quit it and leave it, you know what I mean? Like no regrets, but it's one of those things you gotta keep pushing through, right?
I know I'm cheating, this is not the final frontier, but maybe ice cream is the final frontier, you might have said.
I mean, I did some really stupid things, like I rode through one of their so-called controlled forest fires. They seem to just kind of burn everywhere randomly, so I'm not sure how controlled the controlled fire is. But lesson learned, you can't breathe when you're riding through a fire, so that was extremely stupid. Welcome to America. So after Costa Rica, I then caught a flight from San Jose to Denver in Colorado and headed to Evergreen, where my relatives Peg and Andy live. I think I ended up staying there about 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure I sold it to them as like staying a week or two, so apologies guys. But it was really fantastic. I bought a boatload of bike gear and then just spent, it was hours and hours a day. I mean, I lost count honestly, just packing and repacking my gear. I'd literally just sit there for maybe 4 or 5 hours in the room and just put everything in the bags, see how it fit, then go for a ride for a few hours.
I should thank James Talbot and his family, his friends, for donating the money for this chair. I am absolutely loving it right now. I honestly am.
You know, see the weight distribution and how much it moved around, then go back, unpack it all, repack it slightly differently, go for a ride again, and just rinse and repeat day after day. As I learnt more about the gear, I made small illusions. Illusions? No. Made small like kind of evolutions of the gear as I felt it got, more and more applicable to what I was trying to do. Obviously balancing weight and, all the critical things you do, and more importantly, the things you don't need. It was also really good as well too, because I got to meet lots of locals riding around, lots of Coloradoians? Can you call them that? I'm sure that's not what you call them. Let's go with Coloradoians. It was really cool because they're kind of like outside lifestyle kind of people, which is what I'm into. So we had heaps in common. They told me all these kind of trails you can ride and places you can go, so it worked out really well.
It's a long way. I mean, it's not that long, but, well, it is long, but, anyway, you get what I mean, it's long, but not that long. Could be less.